All right, let's talk about it. Money. Yeah, I know, that word alone can be a little intimidating, right? But what if we could flip the script on that? What if we could stop seeing it as this huge source of stress and instead see it as, well, a path, a fluid path to something I think we all want: freedom.
So I want to start with a question that might sound kind of backwards at first. What if a budget wasn't this cage that holds you back? What if it was the actual key to unlocking the life you really, truly want to live? I mean, we're all taught that budgets are about saying no, right? It's all about restriction. But let's completely reframe that. Let's start thinking of them as a tool for liberation.
And listen, let's be real for a second. It is totally normal to feel this way. The bank statements, the bills piling up, that constant feeling like you're just treading water, it's a lot. It can be super stressful. So if you've ever felt that knot of anxiety in your stomach when you think about finances, believe me, you are so not alone.
Okay, so before we even think about touching a calculator or opening a spreadsheet, we have to start with the single most important piece of the puzzle. It's the motivation behind all the math. It all starts with finding your why.
I mean, think about it like this, right? You wouldn't just hop in your car and start driving with no idea where you're going. You'd have a destination. A budget is exactly the same thing. If you don't have a clear goal, then tracking your spending just feels like a boring chore. But once you have that goal, it stops being a chore and becomes your roadmap.
And your why can be literally anything that gets you excited. Maybe you're dreaming of that trip to Japan, seeing the cherry blossoms in person. Or maybe it's just that incredible feeling, that deep breath you can take knowing you're completely debt-free. It could be putting a down payment on a home of your own. Or heck, maybe it's financial independence so you can retire early. Whatever it is for you, get a super clear picture of it in your head. That image, that's your fuel.
All right, so you've got your why locked in. Now you're ready to actually build the path to get there. And it really just comes down to 4 foundational steps. And trust me, they are way simpler than they sound. So let's walk through them together.
Okay, so here's the game plan. First, we're just going to gather up all the paperwork. Second, we'll figure out what you're actually bringing home each month. Third, we'll take a look at where all that money is going. And fourth, we'll sort it all into a couple of simple categories. See? Simple, right? Let's break it down even more.
This is so important. We need to focus on your net income, not your big salary number. Your net income is what actually matters. It's your real starting point. It's the money that actually hits your bank account after all the taxes and deductions are taken out. You know, your take-home pay? That's the number we're going to work with.
Okay, now this is where it gets really powerful, because we can simplify all of your spending into just 2 buckets. You've got your fixed costs. These are the predictable ones, right? Your rent, your car payment, insurance, stuff that's the same every single month. Then you have your variable costs. These are the ones that change all the time. Groceries, gas, entertainment, you name it. Just knowing the difference between these two is the key, because it shows you exactly where you have some wiggle room.
And here's what it all looks like when you put it together. See? It's really that simple. You just start with your take-home pay right at the top, then you subtract your fixed costs, subtract your variable costs, and that number at the very bottom, the $1,150 in this example, that is the magic number. That's the money you now have clear as day to throw directly at your why every single month.
Okay, now this next part is maybe the most powerful idea we're going to talk about. And it's this. Your budget is not carved in stone. It's a fluid, living thing. And guess what? It's supposed to change.
This is the whole concept right here. A fluid budget is basically a financial plan that adapts right along with you. You get a raise at work? Cool. Your budget adjusts. You decide you want to save for a different goal? No problem. Your budget adjusts. See the pattern? It's not about being perfect from day one. It's about being aware and making small adjustments as life happens.
I just love this because it says it all, doesn't it? It basically gives you permission to be, well, a human being. Your life isn't static. It's always changing. So why in the world would we think our financial plan should be stuck in place? This isn't some test you're going to pass or fail.
So what does that actually mean? It means if you blow your grocery budget 1 month, it's not a failure. It's just data. It's information. It tells you, okay, maybe I need to adjust something else next month to make up for it. You have to remember, the goal here is progress, not perfection. This whole thing is a tool that is supposed to serve you, not the other way around.
So let's bring this all home. What's the big takeaway from all of this? It's really about this path that opens up, this journey you can take from feeling totally overwhelmed by money to feeling completely and totally in control. This path from overwhelm to control, it's actually pretty clear. First, you start by giving your money a mission, your why. Then you build out your simple plan using those 4 easy steps we talked about. And crucially, you give yourself some grace and embrace that flexible, fluid mindset. And when you do all that, you literally transform your budget from this thing that stresses you out into your single most powerful tool for making your dreams a reality.
So I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. Let's forget all the numbers again just for a second, and let's go all the way back to the beginning, to that first, most important step. What is that big, exciting, motivating destination you want to reach? What's the goal you're going to start walking towards today?
Hey y'all, I hope this helped you understand this stuff a little better. Let me know in the comments, and let me know if there is a topic you are curious about. Maybe I can help. You can also check out these 2 videos. Hope they help you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hype this video. Always appreciate y'all, and thanks for stopping by the Stoop. God bless always.